Hi, my name is Jada Cox. I'm the bystander empowerment specialist at the Sexual Assault Resource Agency. And as part of our blog series, I really wanted to highlight the amazing Green Dot ambassadors that helped me with my job in reducing violence as part of the high school community. Here we have Alexa and Ev. Do y'all mind introducing yourselves?
Sure. I'm Ev Wellman, and I'm a sophomore at CHS, and I became a Green Dot ambassador last year.
I'm Alexa Lewandowski. I'm a junior at CHS, and I also became an ambassador last year.
Well, yeah. Well, again, thank y'all so much for being here. The first question I want to ask y'all is, what is Green Dot?
So I know, like, at least in my eyes, this probably isn't the official meaning, but I think Green Dot is about bystander intervention and helping to teach people how to step in and help people who are put in potential or real harm.
I think just emphasizing, like, with what Alexa said, not only is it like you can intervene, but we also try to educate people on any way they feel comfortable helping with the situation, whether that's before something bad happens, during or after, so that we can help in any way, but not in a way that feels uncomfortable.
I love those definitions. That sounds like such an amazing program that y'all helped me with. I want to make sure that everyone understands. Do either of you feel comfortable explaining like what you mean by harm? Like, what are the specific things that we talk about in Green Dot?
I can take this one. Harm is any kind of abuse, so sexual abuse, child abuse. I'm smiling because I'm thinking of them, not because it's funny. Sexual harassment. Alexa, can you help me out? What else?
Yeah, I mean, like, just like things about consent and any type of abuse, whether it be verbal or physical. I think you covered it. You got it good.
Yeah, I guess psychological abuse as well.
Mhm.
That's one. Kind of anything bad. If you think abuse bad, we don't like that.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. And I apologize. I started laughing at Alexa's face because I believe her dog started barking while you were explaining these very serious concepts. So, no worries. Yes, thank you so much for clarifying that. So, now that we know what Green Dot is, what is a Green Dot ambassador? Like, what does that mean to you all, and what do y'all do?
Yeah, so to me, being a Green Dot ambassador is all about helping to teach and inform others, like my peers, and even like administrators and parents and anyone, literally anyone, on like how to handle certain situations if they don't know how to do it in a way that makes them feel comfortable. Because I think a lot of the time people think the only way you can help is by being direct, which is one of the options. But like, I think being a Green Dot ambassador really helps show and inform people about all of the other options. And yeah.
I think adding on as an ambassador, I try to spread more green dots than red dots. Red dots are any kind of abuse happening, right, Jada? Yes. So we want to stop those from spreading and spread green dots and also just educate people on green dot. Try to encourage them to come to trainings, or even if it's just a friend and they say, "What's green dot?" I want to be able to tell them about it, and hopefully they'll want to create a more safe community with us.
Y'all are so amazing. And I also want to let anyone who's watching this know and understand that being an ambassador, well, going to a Green Dot training is voluntary, and then becoming a Green Dot ambassador is also voluntary, where these wonderful students made it their own decision to further their education and awareness on these things in order to do the wonderful things that Alexa and Ev had mentioned, as well as a bunch of other things. Um, so I'd love for y'all to briefly talk about, what should people expect this upcoming year as far as like what y'all will be working on, and maybe we can highlight in other blog posts, as well as like what students should be doing, you know, this upcoming year and should, you know, take a look out for, whether it's Green Duck specifically at your school or just in the Charlottesville community in general.
Yeah, so we have a lot that's happening this year. We're relaunching Green Dot CHS, so that's exciting. So we're just really making sure that everyone knows our message and it's clear and it's spreading. And one of our focuses is on recruitment and trying to get a lot of more people trained, because it's important to us as ambassadors and Jada as our coordinator to try and get people informed. And that's one of the biggest things that we're working on this year. Hev, if you have anything else.
Yeah, I think also within recruitment, we want to work to create a more diverse Green Dot community. So that's part of that, attracting everyone and being more representative of the CHS community and just the Charlottesville community. And yeah, like Alexis said, we're relaunching Green Dot. So as a student, you can join us. I think we'll be doing things at lunch. And you can join activities, sign up for trainings. I think just being on the lookout for us and our posters around the hallway is the best you can do.
Oh, I'm so proud of y'all. This is amazing. The last question, or second to last question that I want to ask you is, why do you think more schools, more teens, just more people, and if you want to speak more to the youth perspective, please do, but why should more people / youth be more involved in prevention efforts like Green Dot, or being more knowledgeable in the movement of reducing violence? Like, why is it important for people to be involved in this?
I think that we all understand that bad things happen and we can do things to prevent them, but Green Dot takes it a step further by providing education, so you can see when things are not okay and then also learn to reduce them. I think education is such a big step because some people don't understand like what consent is, and they might have a flawed perception of it. And once they get educated, they will be able to notice it more and to stop bad things happening.
Alexa, was there anything that you wanted to add to Ev's response?
I think she really did a good job explaining that. I completely agree that Green Dot is so important and we need to get more people, because it's important to get educated. Like I said a little bit earlier, knowing different ways that you can help situations, and like the education, the knowing part makes it so much easier to take actual action instead of just thinking, oh, I should do something. You can actually know how to do something.
That's so awesome. Thank y'all so much. The last question that I want to ask y'all to really wrap up this interview is to ask, is there anything else that y'all want to say or mention for our blog or for our website, just for people to know, adults to know, teens to know, anyone? Is there anything that you really want to leave, you know, out there before we end today's session?
I just want to say, I think being a part of Green Dot, and as Jada has reminded all of us, is that we can actually do something and create change and work on things that we're passionate about. And we do have a voice. A lot of times I say like, oh, I tried to do something, but no one will really listen to me because I'm young. And I think this shows me that we can do stuff, and all you have to do is start working on it and work hard, and hopefully good things will come.
I completely agree.
Oh, well, it's always wonderful to hear from y'all and work with y'all. And I'm so grateful and thankful to work with such amazing students like you both, amongst all of the other ambassadors and students that I work with. Thank you, Alexa and Ev, so much for your time and for speaking out and letting people know the importance of Green Dot and Green Dot ambassadors. I just really want to sprinkle acknowledgement on the amount of work that y'all provide to this movement and to your community, and how much growth and learning y'all have done just within this year, including with the impact of COVID. Y'all have done amazing things. And again, I'm so incredibly grateful and thankful and excited for what y'all will be doing with the years to come. So thank you so much. That ends our interview. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to contact me at jada@sarasewell.org. And thank y'all so much for watching this blog post and interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.